Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. All right, this video we're going to go down a list of symptoms of a failing uh, MAP sensor. Okay, so basically, a MAP sensor or a manifold absolute pressure sensor is a type of engine sensor that measures the amount of air pressure in a vehicle's intake manifold. So this pressure reading is essentially used along with engine speed measured in revolutions per minute RPM to determine engine load, which allows your car's engine control unit to deliver the correct amount of fuel to match the volume of air entering the engine. So if your MAP sensor were to have issues, it would likely affect your vehicle's air-fuel ratio. And we're going to go through how a MAP sensor works. Combustion engines are really just fancy air pumps. The measurement determined by the MAP sensor is an approximation of the density of air inside the engine at any point in time, and is used by the ECU, which is your car's computer, in its volumetric efficiency table. So the volumetric efficiency table is a 3D graph that represents how much air the engine can move at a given air density and engine speed. The ECU then uses this table in a fueling equation to calculate how much fuel should be injected at any given point in time. Keep in mind the amount of air in the engine is determined by how far you push the gas pedal down. The gas pedal controls the throttle plate, which blocks air to the intake manifold. When the throttle plate is fully open on a naturally aspirated vehicle, a vehicle without a turbocharger or supercharger, the intake manifold absolute pressure will be approximately equal to the ambient atmospheric pressure. These vehicles require a MAP sensor that accurately measures up to 1 bar or more, since 1 bar is roughly equivalent to atmospheric pressure at sea level. A vehicle with forced induction requires an MAP sensor that can read accurately up to 2 bars or sometimes more, depending on how much boost the vehicle makes. For every 14.5 psi of boost, the MAP sensor needs to be able to read accurately 1 bar higher. Many modern turbocharged cars run around 20 psi boost, which would require a 3 bar MAP sensor. As the name implies, MAP sensors read an absolute pressure, so they never read in a negative number the way a vacuum or boost gauge would. A MAP reading of 0 bar would represent a perfect vacuum. Some vehicles equipped with MAP sensor also have a mass airflow sensor, which gives a much more accurate reading of air density that is not affected by changes in ambient temperature. Most vehicles without a MAP sensor usually have an intake air temperature sensor to help compensate for air density estimation errors that occur due to ambient air temperature. So let's get down to the symptoms. If the MAP sensor has malfunctioned, the consequence is usually an improper air fuel mixture. Depending on how the sensor has failed, the air fuel mix could end up being too rich or too lean, which is too little fuel. The ECU may fall back on other sensors to compensate for the wrong readings or complete lack of data. One such sensor is the O2 sensor placed in the vehicle's exhaust system. An O2 sensor reads the amount of oxygen in the burnt air fuel mixture to determine if the burn is rich, lean, or just right. So here are the common signs of of issues that you might encounter with a bad map sensor. You might have a rich air fuel mixture. If the air fuel mix is excessively rich, the following may occur: the spark plugs may foul, carbon deposits may build up faster, the catalytic converter could become clogged, and the exhaust may have a strong smell of gasoline. Fuel economy might suffer. You guys have a lean air fuel mixture. If the air fuel mixture is excessively lean, the consequences might be worse. Leaner combustion is hotter, which could damage or shorten the life of engine components from excessive heat over time. Lean air fuel mixtures also produce more harmful emissions such as carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide. Pre-detonation, also called engine knock, is more likely to occur. If knock happens under load, it could cause a catastrophic failure, which would cost you the whole engine. You guys will get a check engine light. All right, so if your car has an OBD2 port, which if you guys have a car later than 1998, it'll have an OBD2, or 1996 or newer, it'll have an OBD2 port, and it'll throw an engine code light. It'll throw a code, but you're going to have a check engine light if it detects any issues with the map sensor. Common issues include these codes: DTC P0106, DTC P0107, P0133, and for vehicles with turbocharger or supercharged, P0299. So you guys could get the codes by getting an OBD2 scanner and plug it in the port and scan the car's ECU. Your car could misfire. If your vehicle is no longer running an ideal air fuel mixture, it is possible that your car is struggling to maintain complete combustion. If incomplete combustion occurs, this will result in misfires. Sometimes these will also throw their own check engine light codes. Guys will fail the emissions test. If you live in an area that requires you to pass an emissions test in order for you to register your vehicle, a failed map sensor will likely cause your vehicle to fail due to the increased presence of noxious gases or the check engine light. Guys can get a rough idle, and improper air fuel mixture can also cause excessive engine vibrations when idling or random jumps in idle speed. Your car could stumble, hesitate, or stall. When you stab and you put your foot on the gas pedal to pass quickly or pull out in front of traffic, you might notice the engine bog, hesitate, or stumble, or stall. These are all symptoms that something is not right with the air fuel mixture, and the sudden introduction of a whole lot of air has made it more difficult for the engine to keep up with the sudden requested load. So basically, if you guys have these issues and you guys think it's the map sensor, you guys can change it. It's an inexpensive part. B, it's an easy part to get to for the most part. And C, if you guys want to clean it, you guys can clean it, but it's probably best to change it, to replace it. I hope this has helped you guys out with whatever issues you guys might have with your vehicle. If you guys have your own experiences with the map sensor, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. It might help somebody else out. Please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and all that good stuff. All right, guys, take care.